Hi, I'm Andy and you're watching Andy Does Cycling. Today we're back in Staffordshire. I didn't get a chance to go out last week when I was down in Dorset on a ride, so this is actually 2 weeks since the last one, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm going to go out and do pretty much the route I did the first time here in Staffordshire, and I might do it a couple of times, maybe 3 times, we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get the bike out and get out on the road. Okay, so we're out on the road. Last time I used this bike, what I did was I hired the saddle by a couple of centimetres, and I just got on the bike and yeah, it was a bit too high, so I just dropped it down about a centimetre. I felt like last time that the saddle was probably just a little bit too low, so yeah, we'll see how we're getting on anyway. Right, onwards and upwards. Right then, well, I've just had to have a bit of an impromptu stop. I have done one circuit. The problem I was having is, for some reason, my chain wouldn't go up into the big chain ring on the front derailleur. Not sure why that was happening. Anyway, I've pulled over, I've had a little fettle with the screws and that, and I realised that the cable's actually loose, so I'm not sure whether it wasn't tightened up enough and it's just pulled through. Anyway, I've just given it a quick test around the car park and it seems to be changing up and down okay. So yeah, I'll carry on and do a second circuit. But it was quite funny because there was bits where I was going slightly downhill and I was pedalling and not being able to put any power on. Obviously all the mechanicals were going faster than I could pedal. So now that I've got the top chain ring, I should be able to put down a little bit more speed. And the flies, I haven't got any on me now, but the amount of little flies, you can just feel them hitting you. It almost feels like fine rain. So I've had to keep brushing my face and my forehead, and yeah. Anyway, I'll carry on and do a second circuit. Right then, so that was 3 circuits of the original circuit I first did when I got to Staffordshire. Yeah, that was hard going. Kept having little niggles. So obviously, first of all, I had the problem with the cable for the front derailleur, and then after sorting that out, the actual end, because I'd pulled it through, it was catching on the pedal, so every pedal stroke I was getting as it was hitting the pedal, so I had to stop and sort that. And then the microphone for the GoPro fell off as well, so I had to stop and sort that. So that was the problem there. That had come loose somehow, and that was sticking up, and like I said, every time the pedal came past it was hitting it and was getting a noise. So that is sorted out the way, and we've now got access to the bigger chain ring. And yeah, there's the GoPro, that's what I use. I'll cover that a little bit more in a future video. But what happened was, this wheel here must have vibrated loose, and the whole mount came out the side, out the cold shoe on the side. So it was dangling by the cable, so I had to stop and put that back on. So you'll probably see that in the time lapse where I had to stop and sort that. But yeah, so far this bike is really cool. Yeah, I've got no complaints. Obviously things go wrong and you have to do little bits of maintenance to bikes to keep them roadworthy, and I guess that was my my first little niggle that I've had to do. Just looking at the tyres here, there's a little bit of crack in there, so they may need replacing at some point. We'll see how we go with them. Like I said, I don't really go far with it, so if I did have any problems, then obviously I'm a walkable distance to get back home. Apart from that, I think it just needs a bit of a wipe down because there's a few little splashes up with dirt and stuff, but apart from that, everything seems to be in tip-top condition. So there we go. Also, the other thing I need to do as well is sort out the saddlebag. I did mention it in the last video. I still haven't got around to doing it yet, because in my back pocket I have that. I also have that, and I also have that, which has become quite invaluable for today's little escapades with the gear situation, and also adjusting the saddle height before I went out as well. So yeah, it's a good little thing to have in your pocket, but obviously you don't want your clothes being weighed down, you want to have it in a saddlebag, so I still need to sort all that stuff out. So stay tuned for that one. Okay then, so it's a couple of days afterwards because I forgot to do the outro. So here is the outro. I'm just going to have a quick look at the stats now. I'll bring them up on the screen as well. So overall, the distance was 28.6 kilometers. Moving time was 1 hour 29 out of a total session time of 1 hour 57. Obviously that includes the times I paused to sort out the mechanicals, etc. Average speed was 19.1 kilometers per hour, and the maximum was 52.7 kilometers per hour. Okay then, so that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share this video with everyone that you know that's into cycling, and I'll see you all in the next one.